Question 4. If the sixth term of an AP is 37 and the sum of the first six term is 147, find A, the first term, and B, the sum of the first 15 term. So first thing that we need to do is to express this out and say if the sixth term of an AP is 37, so that means that sixth term is what? 37, and the sum of the, so if T6 is 37, that means that the n will also be what? 6. Now again, when we now look at this, we say the sum of the first six term is what? 147. So S6, the sum of the first six term is what? 147. The n will also be what? 6. Now, so we need to express it and write the equation out. So our T6 is equal to what? A plus n minus 1d, and our S6 is equal to what? N over 2, 2a plus what? N minus 1d. This implies that T6, which is what? 37, is equal to A, that's what we are looking for, plus N, which is what? 6 minus 1, which is what? 5, times D, which is what? 5D. Now our S6, this also implies that our S6, which is what? 147, is equal to N minus 2, that is 6. 6 minus 2 is what? 3. So we are going to write our 3, our 2a plus n minus 1. Our n is what? 5. 5 minus, our n is 6. 6 minus 1 is what? And 5d. Now, so we want to write this out again. So this is equal to, this implies that 147 is equal to what? 6a plus what? 5d. Now 147 is equal to what? 6a plus 15d rather. Now 3 times 2a, 6a, 3 times 5d is what? 15d. Now, so let's bring the equation out. So you now say 37 is equal to what? A plus what? 5d. And this is what? 147 is equal to what? 6a plus 15d. So you multiply this by what? 3. So this will give us 3 times 27, 37, that is what? 111 is equal to 3 times a is what? 3a plus what? 15d. And this is what? 147 is equal to what? 6a plus 15d. So you introduce the minus sign here. So this minus will affect everything here. Let me put it in bracket. So this is what? 15d minus 15d. This will cancel out. So we now have minus 11 plus 147. So that will give us what? 36 is equal to minus 3a plus 6a is what? 3a. So you divide both sides by what? 3. So our a is equal to what? 12. Now we now have our, we want to find our d, because it's very important that we find our d. So we now say we go to this equation. 37 is equal to a plus 5d. So we now say 37 is equal to, what is our a? Our a is what? 12 plus what is 5d. So this implies that 12 will go to the other side and becomes what? Minus 37 minus 12 is equal to what? 5d. So this implies that 25 is equal to what? 5d. So we divide both sides by what? 5. Our d is equal to what? 5. Now, but that is not what we are looking for. We are only asked to find our first term, which is what? A. Now, we only find our d because it will only make our work easier. Now, so what we are going to do is to now find the sum of the 15th term. So we all know that the sum of AP, which is what? S15 is equal to what? N minus 2. That will be 2a plus n minus 1d. So we are now going to say this will be equal to, our S15 will be equal to what? 15 over 2 bracket 2 times 12 plus our n is what? 15. 15 minus 1 is what? 14 times, what is our d? 5. Now, so this will be equal to 15 over 2. This will be what? 24 plus 15 times 4, 14 times 5, 14 times 5 is what? That will be what? 70. So this will be equal to 15 over 2 times 24 plus 70 is what? 94. You divide this by 2, and when you divide this by 2, this will give you what? 47. So your S15 is equal to what? 15 times what? 47. So let's go to our calculator. $15 times 47 is equal to 705. Is what? 705. So our S15 is equal to what? 705. So the sum of the first 15 terms is 705. Question 5. Out of 120 customers in a shop, 45 bought both bag and shoes. If all the customer bought either bags or shoes, and 11 more customer bought shoes than bag, illustrate this information in a Venn diagram. That's our first question. Because we are talking about two variables, we are talking about bags and shoes. So we are going to, our Venn diagram will start like this. Now, so let this represent bag, and let this represent shoe. Now, so we start from here, we continue, and we say 45 bought both bag and shoe. So we are going to write 45 in the middle. Then they now told us that if all the customers bought either bags or shoe, that means that we have 120 customers here. So that means that we don't have any set that is outside this bag and shoe. Now, so what we now have again is that 11 more customers bought shoes than bag. So this is shoe. So if bag is X, our shoe will be X plus 11, because 11 more customer bought shoe than bag. Now, so this is out. So immediately, if you want to start now, they now ask us to say find the number of customer who bought shoes. Now, first we are going to say X plus 45 plus X plus 11 is equal to what? 120. So X plus X is what? 2X. 45 plus 11 is what? That is 56. So that is equal to what? 120. So this implies that 2x is equal to 120 minus 56. That is what? 64. So you divide both sides by what? 2. So this implies that your x is equal to what? 32. Now, so if our x is 32, they now ask us find the number of customers who bought shoes. So the number of customers who bought shoes will be what? X plus 11 plus what? 45. So since our x is what? 32 plus 11 plus 45, so this will give us 32 plus 11, that is what? 43. 43 plus 45, that should be 88. Now again, they now said calculate the probability that a customer selected at random bought bags. Now we are now going to say bag will be what? X plus 45, that is number of bags. So that will be number
of people that bought bags is 32 plus 45. That is what? 77. Now 77. Now, so we are now asking that we should calculate probability that a customer selected at random bought bag. So that is going to be number of bags over total customers. Number of customers that bought bag over what? Total customers. So this is going to be what? 77 over what? 120. And that is the answer.